But I am very happy that collectors have taken this very seriously and sent so many of you to come to this orientation program. And as senior officers, I don't think you need to know the details, the nitty-gritty of the program, but broadly, if you have an understanding of who these Bharat Nirman volunteers are, you will be able to interact with them and use them to the best of your ability in implementing the government programs. Now, Okokka Jillalo chusinattaithe, there are no less than 1000 BNVs in every district. 1000 BNVs paine unnaru gani 1000 BNVs kana takkuga leru. Now, this voluntary force which is committed, which is dedicated, which is available, if they are in touch with you, you can get to understand the basic, foundational problems which are obtaining in a particular situation, in a particular village. So it is very, very important that you have a workforce whom you need not pay and upon whose judgment you can rely to a great extent. Now, these Bharat Nirman volunteers, we had an orientation refresher program for the past few days, and they are so bubbly, they are full of agendas, they are full of plans. మేము ఇది చేస్తాము, అది చేస్తాము, ఇది చేస్తాము అని అందరూ వాలడిక్టరీలో ఎన్ని చెప్పినారు. సో వాళ్ళ ఎంతూజియాజంని, వాళ్ళ ఎనర్జీని మనం ఎలా క్యాపిటలైజ్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఇది మీరు మీ జిల్లా అధికారులు, మీ జిల్లా కలెక్టర్ and the rest of the government that is there at the district level. Now you have to utilize their services, you have to give them due a legitimate honor which they deserve. So we are requesting you to try and understand the mindset of the BNVs, and when they approach you with any problems, be a little more courteous than usually we are in a government setup. So BNVs are a force of 43,470 and still enrollment is going on. So evaraina, irrespective of their age, irrespective of their educational qualification, irrespective of their status in society, all of them are volunteering as BNVs. There are many, many retired government employees who are BNVs. There are ex-PRIs, elected representatives, who are BNVs. There are so many college students who are BNVs, and we have now in our midst one ex-Sarpanch from Gangadevpalli and one BNV from Prakasham. I am sure these people will give you their experiences, share their experiences with you, which will help you to understand and know the kind of work that these people are doing. Apart from this, we have an agenda for today which states that you will be not burdened with a lot of mind work, but you will be exposed with a lot of films. Quite a few films are slated to be shown to you regarding activities of the BNVs. And then what is this basic concept? It has originated with Rural Development Department, Government of India. You have Dr. Nitin Chandra.
Yes,
he is the person who wanted this BNV concept to be propagated, and you would be happy to know that Andhra Pradesh is taking this concept forward everywhere. Mana Rashtralo unna BNV concept with volunteerism, without any pay or remuneration for their work. This is a voluntary work which the society is trying to give back to the society from which they have grown. And if you can remember the SHG movement also, as long as it was within the village, the SHG movement became very strong, and it is still flourishing and prosperous. And BNVs also, the name itself suggests they are Bharat Nirman volunteers. If you go back to various periods during our freedom struggle and before we got our freedom, we will see that so many voluntary movements survived in this country. So much of volunteerism survived in the world. Many things which have been achieved was done through voluntary activity. So today we take this opportunity to salute all the BNVs who have been working very hard, who have been working with a lot of enthusiasm. They have been, bridging the gaps, and they are the linking persons who are linking between government employees and the common public, between the elected representatives and the common public, between people of importance, between the rich and the poor. So the focus now should be on how to use the energies of all these BNVs so that government programs are implemented perfectly, and then especially the focus should be to develop the village as a whole. We have a program of educating and training even the sarpanches and the ward members, which is happening in different parts of the state at the moment, at the present time. Now, how do we bring and link all these voluntary forces, the government personnel and the elected representatives together and formulate a village plan, a mandal plan and a district plan, and ultimately this district plan should be incorporated in the state government plan and approved by the government of India. Now that is the kind of convergence, that is the kind of linking or the missing links which are available in society. That is what is going to be filled up by the Bharat Nirman volunteers. So please accept them into your offices, into your hearts, so that together you will be able to achieve the best possible for the community, for the people in this country, especially the downtrodden. And I have a request, because my focus now is not only on government schemes but even on social development. How should we educate the people who are not educated? How should we stop dropout in schools, colleges and everywhere? How should we think of mechanizing agriculture? How should we improve agriculture? You have a lot of success stories everywhere, emanating from the state and from different states in the country, even in the world. So how do we harness all our resources? So please ensure that the natural development of the resources happens in a very natural and sustaining, the life in that area. It should be able to help the life in that area to move forward, as well as not cause harm to the land, to the natural resources, to the people, to everyone around. So with these ideas in mind, if you focus on development per se is very good. You have to ensure that development takes place, but at the same time uplift the downtrodden, uplift the poor, and be conscious of the land resources that are available. They cannot be renewed. We cannot have another land. We cannot have another river. We cannot have another pond or lake or any natural resource. Do not allow the deterioration and the pollution of these natural resources. So the BNVs should be focused in your district in that particular way, so that everything happens in a very natural manner. The processes which happen should happen very naturally, so that nobody is harmed, no land is harmed, no natural resources contaminated. With this, I think I should congratulate once again all of you for having come all this way to see what this concept of lab to land is. This initiative is catching the minds of everyone. People in other states in the country are also looking up to AP, so that we will take forward this voluntary movement and benefit society to such a level that our people develop naturally. Thank you.